Check. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chew and You podcast.
Hey yo, I'm coming for them duffel bags and gold teeth. This game is saturated with it, so I know sleeves. I like that propane and fit that dragon breath. I got that product for the low, all hell my connect. I've seen the nicest people plotting with the worst intent. I've seen my
2, 1, and welcome back to the Chew and You podcast. I never get used to that welcome back stuff, man. It's something just blended into me now. I say welcome back, and I don't know. It just sounds like I'm one of those radio DJs now. You know? Oh yeah. and hear that laughing in the background, ladies and gentlemen. That is Mateo Ozuna, El Matatan, in the house, man. In the house, yeah, baby. Oh my God! And we're on Facebook Live, Twitch. And we already have John Muniz says, hello, boys. Hey, what's going on? That is a LF Speed Trap. Thank you for watching, guys. I had those guys on last week. But this week I got El Matatan, so this is going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a good one. Let me put my thing up here and running here. And I think we're ready. Yes, we are. So, and Armando Trevino, thank you for watching. Also, let me get to the sponsors, man. Golly, everybody's already talking in. I know I got El Matatan here. Let me give you a chance. Jeez, man, tell you, dude, you're famous, bro. You're famous.
I don't know.
First of all, farmers, thank you to Sergio Ovidio from Villabros Electrical. Thank you again, Sergio, for your sponsorship for this month and for next month also. He'll be coming back to help us out again, keeping the line on for us. Hemp It Up, McAllen, Texas, and Weslaco, Texas. You feel those aches and pains, especially in the wrestling ring, man. Jeez, you need to get that ointment cream on you, man, to lay down that soreness. Give these guys a call. They're all located in McAllen and in Weslaco. Look them up on Facebook and Instagram. Get their whole location, and now it will pop up on the YouTube page. You'll see the phone numbers and everything also. Gabriel Barrera Plumbing, another sponsor for next month, also jumped on the ride. And thank you, Gabriel, for sponsoring us again. If you need a local plumber for commercial or for residential, give the man a call. The number will be right there in the beginning of the podcast. And last but not least, you need an AC repairman. Oh, Matt Mayer, AC Repair. You want to give those guys a call too, man. Great guy, good at what he does, and he's a licensed AC guy. So that's one guy, you know, when it gets a little bit hot. I know summer's out of the proportion, but you know, winter's coming up. Yes, it's going to get cold, my brothers. Yes, it's going to get cold. So that's enough with the sponsors. Thank you very much. And while you're listening to the podcast, Chew's not with us today. I'm not sure if I explained it already. He had some doctor appointments that he need to take care of, and we'll hopefully have him back by next week or in a couple of weeks. Hope everything is okay. And now to the main attraction today, Mateo, El Matatan, Ozuna in the house. Finally got him on here, man. That's awesome. How you been, man?
It's been great, man. Thank you so much for having me, man. It's been a while, so
yeah, man. I mean, you've been making trails left and right, man. I've seen the videos on Facebook. I've seen the videos on Instagram. Man, for the first time I saw those, I go, this kid got it, man. This kid got it. I got to follow this kid, man. This kid has it.
Appreciate it.
So I mean, and it's awesome to know that, you know, that character or the gimmick you got going, it works.
Yeah,
it works, and it's awesome, man. Well, before we get into the gimmick, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from. I mean, how long you've been wrestling? When did it start?
So I'm actually 19 years old, and I'm from Santa Rosa, Texas. I live in Santa Rosa still. I got into this business when I'm only 16 going on 17.
There you go.
And it's been a long journey for real. I didn't start training. I want to say I didn't start training until I joined New Breed, because that's when I was consistent. That's when I was really there. When I was 16 to 18, it was just either on and off because I was still in high school,
right,
or because I just wasn't getting the proper training.
Right.
So, like, I remember the way I got into it was my little brother, his football coach, him and his boys are real big wrestling fans. So they invited us to go to a Wrestling Revolution show, Rise of the Phoenix 8, which was Rise of the Phoenix is like our WrestleMania type of show. It's because it's our anniversary show.
Right.
So I didn't believe him because I didn't think that there was actually wrestling in the Valley. Because like at that time, I heard of the Indies, but I heard like of the Indies up in Dallas because that's when VIP wrestling was a thing. And,
right.
They had Keith Lee, they had Ray Rowe, all these big guys. But I never believed it. Like down here that we actually had wrestling. So I thought he was ribbing me, and then he's all like, no, man, it's at Tino Rey there in downtown. I said, whoa, for real? He's like, yeah, you guys should come. So I told my brother, hey, you want to go? And he's all like, yeah, we let's go. And I said, okay. And I remember getting there, and long line. I just remember we're on the way back, and I'm just there anticipating because I had never been to an actual wrestling show.
You know it's going to be a good show when there's a long line.
Yeah. Like I had never been to a wrestling show. Like not even when WWE came down, I would never be able to get the tickets because they would always sell out so quickly.
Right.
So I was like anticipating like how it was going to be there.
Uh-huh.
And I remember we were going up the ramp to Cino Rey, and we go down, I see the wrestling, and I'm just there like, oh my God.
This is happening.
Like,
This
is real. Like the little 4-year-old fat kid in me, man, that watched, Eddie Guerrero, all these guys. Like I was like, there, it's legit.
Right.
And I remember the very first match that was on, the one that inspired me to become a wrestler, it was a triple threat. It was Richard Reason versus Chris Austin versus Danny Chance. And 2 out of those 3 men are my coaches now.
Right.
So it's like crazy. And I even told Dan this all the time, like, your match inspired me to become a wrestler, and now he like uses it all the time. It's like, yeah, y'all heard that, inspired me to become a wrestler. Yeah,
you hear that? That's right. I'm the man.
Yeah. And so intermission hits, and me and my brother go to the middle of Cena because there was another wrestler there taking pictures. So I was like, hey, let's take a picture of this guy. And so we took a picture with him, and I tell him, I said, how do y'all get into this? I want to do this. I've been wanting this forever.
Right.
And he says, oh, well, you got to contact so-and-so. Here's his Facebook. And he gave me his Facebook. And I said, okay, well, I'll contact him. He's like, well, tomorrow, because his match is literally coming up right now. So I was like, oh. Damn, okay. I said, okay, I'll contact him tomorrow.
Right.
And so I contacted him. And he tells me, well, kid, you're just too young. You can't get into this yet. You're only 16. I can't let you.
Right.
And I basically, pleaded. I begged. I literally begged. I was like, please, just let me do this. I don't care what you have to do. Just let me do this. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And then he's all like, well, you know what? I have a kid your age. So, and he's training too. So I guess I'll let you train too.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. There you go.
And then he says, well, you need to have your parents, I'm going to print some paperwork.
A waiver?
For your parents to fill out. So I was like, okay, yeah, do whatever you have to. I just want to do this.
Right.
So it's like, okay. And that was in July.
Okay.
My paperwork did not get in until October.
Oh,
so the entire time I was just there, anticipating. I would still attend all the shows.
Right.
And I was just anticipating, when am I going to get this?
Right.
Finally, October comes around, and I get it.
Awesome.
And so my parents, I go tell them, like, hey, it's here. My mom was always like, no, you know how moms are. So it's like,
of course.
No.
Not my baby. I'm not getting my baby in there.
Yeah, so she was like, no, not at all. And then my dad was just like, well, this is what you want to do. Fine, but be safe. If you can't do something, let them know, however it is.
Right.
He's like, I'll sign it, and we'll take you. Because it actually got on a Friday, and Fridays were always the shows.
Right.
So I was like, oh, perfect timing. So he signs it. I go and take it to, I go to Cino Rey, and then I go take it. And one of the wrestlers who was also a bartender for Cino Rey, he was there, and I said, hey, man, I'm here to start. I'm the new trainee. He's like, oh, you want to go to Danny Chance? He's over there setting up the ring. I was like, oh, for real? Like, I got to go talk to Danny? Like, I was still a 16-year-old fan.
I got you.
So I was like,
right now, Danny Chance is watching like, that's right. Yeah, it's all me. You see that?
Yeah. So I go up the ramp again. And the first 2 people I meet are Downtown Felix and Chris Austin.
Uh-huh.
And so I told Chris, and I'm starstruck by these guys,
right.
And my friends would make fun of me, like, really, these guys are not even WWE guys. Why are you getting so starstruck in front of them? They're nobodies. I said, I saw these guys wrestle live. This is all I need. Like, these are 2 professional wrestlers in front of me.
Exactly.
They have my dream job. Of course, I'm going to be starstruck.
Exactly.
Plus, they're badasses. Come on, like, you guys have seen Chris Austin. You wouldn't not be starstruck? Yeah. So I remember I told Chris, and I was stuttering like crazy. Like, I was just marking out. So I was stuttering. I finally got the words out. But like, hey, I'm here to train. Who do I go to? And like, oh, you want to go to Danny down there? So I was like, oh, okay. So like, finally the moment comes, and I don't know why, but I was doing like a really creepy slow walk. I was just like, I don't want to like.
He was doing the Cobra walk.
Yeah,
I'm gonna strike. I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna strike.
I remember
I'm gonna pin him and get the belt. That's what I'm gonna do. They gotta let me in.
And I remember I just go and tap Danny, and I'm like, hey, Danny. And he's like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, you know how Danny is, right?
Yeah.
So like, he's like, he had known me forever. So I was like, that's what broke the ice for me. So I was like, oh, okay, badass. This is cool. And you start talking to me like, hey, how old are you? Where are you from? What got you into wrestling? All of that. And then so after we broke the ice, he's like, okay, well, I'm tying down the canvas. So help me out with this. I'm going to show you how to do all this.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah.
This is called paying your dues. And I'm like, I've watched a lot of wrestling documentaries and I've heard that saying.
Yeah.
I've never done it. So it was like, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm starting to do this and do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then so finally the ring set up. I'll never forget, they tell this one guy, his name was Aaron Youngblood. He was a little guy like this, but he's still a great wrestler. He was like, and then he's like, Youngblood, get in the ring with the kid. So I was like, oh, okay, what are we gonna do then? And so it's like, so Youngblood comes, he's like, okay, do a front roll. I said, do a what? Do a front roll.
Right.
I said, I don't know how. He's like, okay, so he teaches me, it's basically a somersault, and I'm just like, oh man, y'all want me to do that, like, for real?
Oh,
like,
here we go.
I was weighing like 310 at that time, so that was the heaviest I've ever been.
Right.
And I was just like, man, like my knee just buckled looking at that. Like, are you kidding me? And so I tried it, and it was embarrassing. And then some other guys got in there, helped me out.
Right.
And then basically, I couldn't get it done my first day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how my first day of official training went.
Okay.
And then I just kept on training there on and off, like I said, because of high school and all that. And coming from Santa Rosa, so it was pretty hectic because it was about
the drive over, right? Exactly.
Actually, I can't find it because I graduated from Harlingen High.
Okay.
So, and I would play baseball still, and my practice would end around 6:30, maybe 7.
Mm-hmm.
Show started at 8. So as soon as
we're done,
I asked my dad,
Boom.
"Hey, Dad, can you take me?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, let's go." Boom. And traffic was sometimes real bad, especially on a Friday night in McAllen.
Of course,
I would get there sometimes either right on the dot or really late,
Right.
depending on how it was.
Right.
So I was with that training from 2018 to the start of 2020.
Okay.
So about a year and a half there. And this one wrestler, I'm not going to name any names either, because I'm not like that. You know, I don't want to throw anyone's name and slander them like that. But
throw them under the bus. I got you.
But one wrestler, he kind of told me, it's like, you know, you're not getting any training here. They're not doing nothing with you. They're just not going to take care of you. Come with me. I'm going to build you to be the superstar that you are. I'm going to come and build you up to be a great wrestler, yada, yada, yada. He sells me everything. So I say, okay, fine. I'll do it. That was my senior year. I was 18. I was naive. So I said, okay, I'll go.
Later.
And that was probably the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. Because from January to August, I was training with him in a backyard in Far.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the nastiest ring I've ever been in. And from in February, I finally learned how to do a front flip bump, which one of my anxieties because I'm just scared of landing on my neck. And so I finally learned how to do that. And he was just like, oh, okay, so now you got that. And I find it ironic because, like,
oh, good. Then all right, we'll skip that one.
Yeah. And after I did that, that's when he started just making me do pure rolls. So it's like we have 3 rolls. We have our front roll, we have our quarter roll, we have our back roll. He hated how I did my front roll because I cracked my kneecap right down the middle my sophomore year because I was a baseball player.
All right, gotcha.
So
damn, that sounds like that really hurt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I probably re-cracked it already because it feels the same, but I don't want to go get no x-rays or anything. But I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So they had to drill into my knee, fix that up.
Right.
So I always had this paranoia that I'm going to crack it again and all that. So I was always real careful with it.
Right.
So when I do a front roll to this day, I kind of like figure forward in a way. I tuck my right leg in to support it up.
Right.
And he hates it. He hated that. I mean, like, he despised it.
Mm-hmm.
And he held me back for that. And I'm talking about, like, that was like February, March. By April, May.
Like I tell you, Danny Chance, yo. He's already on there watching. I told you. Go on, man. The front row.
Yeah. So around April to May, I was excited than I wasn't, because I was excited mostly because I was already going to graduate high school. So I was all like, you know, this is awesome. This is badass. But at the same time, that was when COVID first hit. So it took away that moment.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But I was also starting to get real depressed because this guy that I was training with, he killed my passion for wrestling, man. I mean, there was days where I would be rolling and he would just tell me, oh, well, so-and-so's not going to like that. You're never going to get anywhere because you can't do that. Oh, well, no one's ever going to book you because you can't do that. But I can bump.
Right.
But I can chain wrestle. I can do this, I can do that. I had pitched to him. I'm telling you, I'm Dominican.
Right.
Like, let me be my gimmick. I started this gimmick planet is all like, well, you can't even do a front roll. Why am I going to go with your gimmick? Do your front rolls. Man, he told me, get in the ring, do your front rolls. And our training sessions, this is what it consisted of. And I'm not trying to bury the guy either.
No, I hear you.
Exactly
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I would be rolling around like a dumbass in the ring, and he would be on the outside, either chismeando or smoking a cig or just there. And I was there, just rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling.
Wow.
So around that time, Newbury was already up and running, but I was scared to ever go there because this guy and Danny have a bit of problems. But then again, this guy's been burning bridges all over the valley, so he has problems with almost everyone here in the valley.
Okay.
So I was like, man, I should have gone to Newbury. I was kicking myself in the ass at that time. I was like, I should have gone to Newbury. I don't know why I didn't. That's my fault. Mm-hmm. And then I remember it was around June, July. I texted Danny. I said, hey, just a quick question. I do this with my front roll. What do you think? What's your opinion on this? And he'll tell me, well, based off the way I know how you are and all that, it should be fine. But, I would have to see it in person because, it's kind of hard to describe it over the phone.
Right, exactly.
So I'm like, okay. And that's what kind of started getting the ball rolling a bit, like trusting new breed processes and all that.
Right.
By August, I was going more to Danny for advice than I was to my trainer. So that's when I knew it. And then September, I started training at Thino Ray again, but with a different group. I trained there for only 2 times, but they did let me expand my horizons a bit. But I just had that feeling like, you know what, this is not where I want to be at still. Like, I know I can do more. I just know it.
Right.
But I was lacking confidence at the same time. So in October, I said, the hell with it. I'm going to text Danny. I'm going to ask him if I join New Breed. The worst he can say is no.
Yeah, and if you took a chance.
Yeah. No pun intended. Yeah.
No pun intended.
I literally I said, the worst he can say is no. And if he says no, then I'm done. I'll just be another regular guy in Santa Rosa, attending college, doing nothing. I'll go find a job, whatever. And I won't focus on wrestling. That's it.
Yeah.
And luckily for me, he said, yeah. So I was like, hell yes. Like, okay, so the dream can continue. Mm-hmm. And I remember, man, November the 9th, 2020 was the first day I stepped in Newbury. And I was so nervous. I was so anxious that they had the garage door open and I went into the damn front door. Yeah, that's how dumb and that's how nervous I was. Like, even Danny told me.
Okay.
He told me, he's like, Matt, the front door is open. I mean, when the garage is open, why are you going to the front door? I'm like, I don't
trying to look professional, man.
I don't know. And I remember the first session there was Mrs. DeMay, Danny's wife, Danny Chance, Chris Austin, and DJ X.
Okay.
So DJ X, I'm my first time looking at him, and I'm like, damn, this guy is jacked. This guy's huge. What the hell am I doing here? That's
yeah. And he got that low voice, man. Yeah, we're like, whoa, hey! For the first time we interviewed him, man, when they came here with the New Breed, first time he got on the mic. Oh, ladies, I suggest you turn up the bass on this one, so you'll enjoy yourself while listening to this. But no pun intended.
No, yeah. And as I was seeing, I was like, damn, this guy's jacked. What am I doing here? Like, this is gonna be a lot more hard than I expected, and completely opposite. Because I get in there, and the first thing Danny tells me is, do your front roll. I said, okay, I do. And he's all like, what's the problem then? I said, well, so-and-so says, like, dude, there's nothing wrong. Like, do your quarter roll. Boom. Okay, maybe a little bit of tweaking on here, but not like completely wrong. Do your back roll. Nothing wrong. Bump. He's like, what's wrong with you? Well, I mean, why are you saying all this? And well, so-and-so says, like, dude, you're fine. What the hell?
Right.
So then that's when I'm like, I knew it. Like,
a lot of negativity. Yeah. So, yeah, I got you.
So around that, so after that, I went home knowing that I do have it. Like, like I can't do this. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And to this day, I kick myself in the ass. I tell Danny all the time, I said, man, coach, I guarantee if I was here when y'all first opened, I'd probably be somewhere else. I'd probably be doing better. And then he's all like, no, yeah, hey, it's better late than never. So
yeah, that's true.
So that was my whole thing going into it.
Mm-hmm.
By January, I was doing a lot more than what I can do. I was opening up my moveset, everything.
Right.
By February, I was doing a lot more. And then he tells me, hey, you're debuting on March 21st. I said, I'm what?
So, whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's like, you're going to debut in March. And I said, you're joking. Like, dude, no, you're debuting in March. Because at that time, I was being a ref for them.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was reffing. And then he's all like, yeah, we're going to do this little thing where, you get a crossbody on you, take off your ref shirt, show him down, walk out. That establishes you're no longer a ref. You're a wrestler now.
There you go. I said, oh,
shit.
Like, I like that. I like that.
I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, dude. It's like, are you ready? And I said, no, but let's do this.
Hey, you think I'm ready? I'm going for it, boss. Let's do this. Yeah, I got you.
So the day finally comes. It happens. You know, I remember because I get hit in the crossbody by Príncipe Celestial. And I remember I'm on the floor, I'm selling it. And the entire time I'm telling myself, I'm like, this is finally happening. You work too damn hard to get to where you're at now. Don't mess this up.
Right.
Now you're no longer a ref. You're now you're a professional freaking wrestler. You're going to live your damn dream and you're going to live it to the fullest. And then as soon as that hits, my cue's up, take off the damn ref shirt, a big freaking pop from the crowd. And I said, hell yes, do my thing. I get a bigger pop. And I was all like, yep, I freaking felt that adrenaline rush through me. I was like, hell yes, this is finally happening. And I walk into the bag, full heel, full everything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then 3 days later, my entire family got COVID.
Oh,
so yeah, that derailed me a bit.
I hear you.
My pop ended up in the hospital, so that was real scary for me. Luckily, thank God, he's out now. He's doing great.
That's awesome.
So then that really took a toll on me too. And then that's when I realized that New Breed was more than just wrestling trainers. They were a family, because the entire time, Danny was checking up on me. Danny was asking me how I'm doing, because I got severe anxiety, and he knows that.
Yeah.
So I was having a hard time. I was breaking down, and he was there for me. All my New Breed family was, and that's when I realized that wow, this is more than just a training school. This is more than just friends or wrestlers. This is a freaking family, because I guarantee you that other guy, if I had gone through that when I was there, he wouldn't have been checking up. He wouldn't care. He'd just be like, "Well, I'm just showing up to training." That's about it. But with Danny and them, it was just so different. I was like, wow, like this is a breath of fresh air. I never thought that this was possible. And so thankfully around May, we get fully recovered. We're going through the recovery process, and I show up on my first day in training. And then it was like a week or two, I would say 2 weeks before one of our other shows on May 30th. And then Danny's like, hey, we're having a Jackpot Rumble, which is like a little battle royal or Royal Rumble. Yeah. And he's asked, do you want to be in it? I said, for real?
Oh, yeah.
And
I want it.
Yeah, I said, he's like, if you don't feel like you're ready, I was like, no, I'm ready. Like, yeah, now let's do this. Like, I've been wanting to get into a ring.
That's awesome. The confidence already built up.
Yeah, and all thanks to them, man. Like, I've told Danny this. I said, you and New Breed literally saved my wrestling career, because if it wasn't for you guys, I literally wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be Mateo Ozuna. I'd be some nobody in Santa Rosa. Like
the New Breed family. That's what Danny Jansen says. The New Breed family. I got you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then so he tells me, you want in? I was like, hell yeah, coach, I want in. Kind of do is like, okay, you have your gear? I said, I got my boots. But because the guy that made my gear, he did a little slip up on the gear. It was no biggie, but it just wasn't ready yet. So I was like, damn. I said, maybe I don't. And then they're all like, you know what? Just go get some high up shorts, whatever, from Under Armour somewhere. Yeah. I said, like Samoa Joe, Yeah. So I was all like, oh yeah, that could work. So I remember, I did that. And then the day comes and I wake up and it's like, damn, this is it. Like, it's the day it's finally going to happen. I got my family in the crowd. I got everybody supporting me, everything. So I was like, this is it. I never thought the day would come, where I would hear my own music. I would hear my name. I would hear anything, and go into the ring, like I said, not as a referee, but as a professional wrestler. As a damn Matatan, And I remember I was number 16, 17 on the Rumble. It was a 20-man, 21-man battle royal. And it's going down. It's going 1, 2, 3. It finally gets to 10 and to 11. And to 12. And I'm just like, damn, here we go. Like, and I'm just like, the nerves are starting to build up.
What number? You remember?
I think I was 17 or 16. I don't know. It was one of those two. One of those two. And then finally, I think I was 16. And then 15 hits. And I'm just like, here we go. Like, there's no backing out now. There's no turning back. There's no second thoughts. Vamos. And then I hear my music hit, and I'm just like, I'm right in the current. And I'm like, this is what you've been waiting for all your damn life. Since you were a little kid, this is what you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's your damn time. Don't mess it up.
Oh, man. I bet you the nerves, the adrenaline, and everything going crazy.
And then my cue hits. I go through the current. Big freaking pop. And I can actually show you the video afterwards.
Yeah.
You just see me look around, because I'm just like, wow. Like, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like to be a pro wrestler. Like, this is it.
Right.
And I hear my name, from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, El Matatan, Mateo Ozuna. I was like, yep, this is it. Let's go. Boom. And I walked to the ring, and you can see in the video too, I was so freaking pumped that I started walking fast. I'm like, no, slow your ass down. Like,
man.
You're a heel, bro. Like,
that's right. Hey. They go, you all are waiting for me. I'm the man here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw all of your asses out.
Yeah, exactly. And so I was like, wait, slow your ass down, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? Calm down. So that's what happened. And I was in there for about maybe 5 minutes. I don't know, got tossed out. And I was just like, man, like I did it. Like this was it. And I go into the back, and this is like the coolest part of the story. I said the first person to greet me when I went to New Breed was Danny Chance.
Mm-hmm.
The very first person to greet me when I walked back to the curtain for my first match was Danny Chance. And I mean, I hugged him, man. And
Please tell me you threw out Danny Chance from the ring.
he was eliminated before I did. He was eliminated before I was.
And he was the first person eliminated was Danny Chance.
That would have been awesome. That would have been a cool story to tell too.
Oh my gosh.
I remember I went back to the curtain, and he was just there, and he's like, dude, you did it. And I just couldn't help it. I cried, man. And
yeah, man, it's a moment in time where you finally reach and accomplish something. As a young kid, you see me growing up, seeing these WWE or wrestling stars, through the years, from the Von Erichs all the way to right now. I mean, seeing that, to actually be in that position, I can't even imagine. I mean, what's going through your mind, because you've seen it done on TV so many times. Yeah, now it's your turn to do it.
Sure.
So you're like, damn, I feel that where you have a lot of these wrestlers that come out and they say, when you hear the it's a rush, you feel the adrenaline from the crowd, you know, and they're chanting your name, or they're screaming and yelling. You feel that it gets you in that moment where you're like, shit, I don't want this moment to end.
Yep,
you know,
exactly.
I hear you.
Yeah, I remember I cried in his arms like a freaking baby. I told him, I said, thank you, because I mean, you didn't give up on me. I thought you were going to give up on me too. I thought that you guys were just going to let me go like this other guy did, and the complete opposite.
Right.
And the funniest part about this story too is after the show, we're tearing everything down, and somebody comes and tells me, hey, Matt's former trainer's here.
Uh-oh.
And I'm just like, wow. And I was like, and there's no way it was just a coincidence, because I was advertised I was going to be there.
Right.
There was all over the WR page, everything. That, hey, Mateo Ozuna's making his debut here.
Yeah, and that's when I first. Yeah. That's the first time I saw you. When you did your gimmick intro for it. Yeah. And I was like, holy. And I was like, this kid, I gotta get this kid on the podcast, man. I love the gimmick, man. It's awesome, bro. Like, I love it. I love the whole gold chain. Like, you don't give a crap. I'm all about the money. You know, I don't give a shit. You know what? Get out of my face. I do what I want to do. You know, this is the attitude I like. This is the attitude that I like, that comes into, especially knowing that it's local. I mean, that's what's so freaking awesome, man, is that there's a person that has that gimmick here, you know, and I'm like, wow, and you know, it's just awesome, man, seeing that. That's the first time I saw it.
Yes, so that was crazy, because I mean, afterwards I was a little shaken up after when I heard that, because I was all like, you know, why the hell is he here? I mean, like, that ain't cool, you know. This was supposed to be a freaking night for me to remember, and you know, now it's like he wants to come and crash it. It's super shitty, as much as I hate to say it like that, but it was. But you know, Danny Chance and everybody else told me, like, hey man, don't worry about that. Like, hey, you already did your stuff. You did a hell of freaking impact on it. Just relax. You did good. And like what Danny says is the other trainer lost a diamond with this kid, like Matatan. That's what he said, man. Yeah. No, I owe, like I said, I owe everything to Danny and all of my New Breed family, because I mean, they made a Matatan. I mean, before going in, like I said, I was just some other kid that nobody wanted to, no pun intended, coach, to take a chance on, and and they took a chance on me. Quit it with the chance thing, dude, because you're gonna probably pay royalties for that, bro. We'll end up being broke. No, bro, go on. No, but I mean, thanks to all of them, you know, from Danny to Chris to Danny Ramones to Joe Haas to even DJ X, James Blackheart, Mooncat, and even our other up-and-coming trainees, because I mean, we all push each other to be better. Yeah, you know, and like, it's always like a friendly competition there. Or you just like, at the end of the day, everybody's there for each other. Everybody has each other's back, because everybody wants to see each other succeed. There's no like bitterness. There's no like, I'm better than you, whatever. Like, no, it's just always like, hey, you know, if I can do this but you can't, I'm going to try and teach you how to do it, or vice versa. If I can't do it but they can, they're going to come and teach me how to do it. You know what I mean? So it's more like a brotherhood, a sisterhood, than it really is just a training facility. And that's what people don't see, because I mean, they see the advertisement like, oh, and come and train a New Breed, but you get in there, it's a whole different atmosphere. Like seriously, from going to that little backyard, I remember me and my dad would pull up and I would get off, man, and I would just drag and I would just be like, man, I don't want to be here. Like, why am I here?
Right.
Versus to New Breed, it's like you go in and it's like, man, the atmosphere is so positive. It's just like you want to be there. You don't want to leave training. You want to stay. You want to learn more, especially with our coaches, like Chance, Austin, Ramon, Haas, like these guys, for the best minds in the business, and we're benefiting off of them. Like,
exactly.
Come on, like, who doesn't want that?
Right.
So, like I was telling Danny before, I said, over here, I would get a notification from the guy like training today, and it'd be like, damn, like, I don't want to go, like, why am I going to go? Over here, it's like, I see our schedule, I'm like, oh, badass, I can make this day, I can make that day, I'm going to try to make it this day, I want to make it this day, that's the whole difference. Just by seeing the text itself, and you get amped up, that's how you know it's a difference.
That's awesome. So, and as far as the whole, that's awesome that you gain the training that you need. And I know Chance was talking in the last podcast that there have been people that have called that said they want you to head out this way, want you to go this way. And he, like he says, he's not ready.
No,
And then that's awesome. Trusting a coach like that knows, that says, you know what, but I know you're ready, but you're not there yet. I want to make sure everything, because you're not only representing yourself, but you're representing the brand. And that's what's so awesome about what Danny's doing, man. As far as anything.
Yeah, so I know that he's not doing it on purpose. He's not holding me back personally like the other one did.
Yeah.
He's not holding me back because personally. No, he's holding me back because like, hey, don't make a fool out of yourself, dude. Like, get polished up. And that's what I'm kind of wanting to do. At first, I will admit, like, oh, badass, I want to go here. I was like, I told Chance, he's like, wait, no, polish yourself up. And then I said, you're right. I need to slow it down. I said, I'm still 19, so it's like plenty of time.
Exactly.
In 10 years, I'll be 29. I'll still be in my 20s. So it's like, relax. And let me shine my stuff up. And then, once him or Austin or Ramon's give me the green light, then I can start putting myself out there. But for right now, I'm going to stick to, working on my craft and hopefully getting better at it.
Yeah, and like I said, the good things come to those who wait. And so much work and effort you put into it, as far as you go, that I've seen. As far as what you have put on your social medias, man. The gimmick is awesome, man. The gimmick is awesome. Consider the fact I got into it with I forgot the name of the other gentleman. They were interviewing you that you didn't have a match this past weekend. And I was DC. And I was telling him, I was shooting at him and go, hey man, how dare you put some respect for this kid, man? What's wrong with you? And I didn't disrespect him. I go, it's all in fun, man. That's what's all about. But now let's get back to your gimmick. How did you come up with it, man? What is it that you say, you know what, I'm going with this, or what is it? What inspired you to go that route?
Yeah, so being Dominican, like the name Matatan in the DR means you're the top dog, you're the big daddy, you're the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
So but moms in the DR would use it like, oh, se cree muy Matatan, like, he thinks it's all that, whatever. So when I heard that name, I was all like, you know what, Matatan? Because I was trying to figure out like a nickname. I was like, should I just be Mateo Ozuna, or should I have a little alma mater or whatever? So I said, no, I like Matatan. That's a cool name. And besides, it's like really different down here. Because Dominican slang versus 956 slang, totally different. There's no cuz. There's no que onda pa. No, hey, que lo que manín, ¿cómo está?
Yeah.
Dímelo cantando tigre. That's totally different. So I remember when I debuted and I was talking in my accent, and some girl was like, you talk like a naco. You talk like you're Cubano. I said, Cubano? Cubano.
Oye, mija.
Mira, mama, yo soy dominicano. Yo no soy cubano. ¿Qué fue esa vaina? But I was like, Cubano. So I was like, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
Puerto Riqueño, Dominicanos, they can always get confused. I was like, whatever. You're close. I'll give you that. You're a little close.
You're close. About a couple of miles.
Yeah.
Close, but you're close.
No, yeah. So I like it here because people in 956 here in the Valley, they're always really intrigued by the Dominican gimmick because there's not a lot of Dominicanos here. There actually is some Dominicanos here. There's not a lot.
But with that machismo thing, man, you bring, that's what's so awesome about it, man.
I won't lie, man. Studying The Rock, studying CM Punk, MJF, Randy Orton, even Eddie Guerrero. I started all these guys for promos because going in, I always knew, yes, wrestling is the big aspect, obviously, but you're also going to learn how to cut a promo because just in case they put you out there, you need to cut a promo. So going into it, I was always like, I need to learn how to cut a promo. So I remember I studied The Rock, like I said, The Rock, MJF, CM Punk, Eddie, Randy, And then it helped me out because in high school I took speech, and that helped me out. So shout out to my speech teacher, Mr. Horta from Santa Rosa.
There you go. Shout out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a lot. I shout out to my sixth grade theater arts teacher, man, for making me do this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Ms. LaGrange, thank you very much, man.
Because he taught me, always make eye contact, be presentable, put some boost in your voice, all this stuff. And then so I would, in the shower, whatever, man, before I debut, I said, how am I going to introduce myself? What am I going to do? So I would always practice my intro, everything.
Right.
My mom would tell me, stop yelling. Well, who you talking to? And I'd be like, I'm trying to cut a promo. Hold up.
Mom, get out of my room, Mom. I'm trying to do something. Jeez.
So that's how I started with the promo. And then I threw in, the Dominican slang and everything. And that's what came together, and now people, they really like it or they really hate it. There's always in between. There's only between. They really love it, they really hate it.
Right.
But it's gotten some good responses so far, so I like it.
And the whole point of people hating it, that's even more, dude. I mean, even when I don't like it. Well, why don't you like it? I just don't like it. It's just and then why you still here? I'm gonna tell my friends about you. Okay, those friends come and say, hey, that's actually pretty good. And that's how you build,
Yeah, that'd be great. But no, the Dominican stuff, it's been really good down here in the Valley. My new good family, they love it. They call me more Matatan than they do Mateo. But it's because it's like you say it, it's like it rolls off the tongue.
Yes, it does.
Matatan. Matatan. Like, it's different, it's unique.
It is.
It's not, like I said, it's not like cook, ¿qué onda, pa? Dímelo cantar. Oh no, that is Dominican.
Wait a minute, hold on, rewind.
Yeah,
can you edit that?
No, yeah. So Dominican slang versus the 956 slang, totally different. So when they hear like, what the hell is a freaking tigre? Italian, like, no, tigre is like, if I say dímelo cantando tigre, it's like a tigre is like a thug, or better, like you use it like in a playful term,
right?
Like,
exactly,
like cuh or pa. So I tell you, oye, coño, dímelo cantando tigre. Like, hey, how you doing, bro? What's going on?
Right.
So they hear that and they're all like, whoa, what is that? That's so weird. Don't you mean que onda, cuh? Like, no, it's
Googlelo, vato. Googlelo.
Exactly. Get some Rosetta Stone.
Shout out to Rosetta Stone. No. By the way, Danny, if you're watching the program, that is not a beer. That is water. Liquid Death. Still waiting for sponsorship for that. But Liquid Death.
Yeah.
Because I offered him, hey, man, here's a Liquid Death. He denied it at first. Like, no. It's water, bro. Just take it. Oh, okay. So it's water.
You made me run laps at our next training. Dude.
Yeah, don't believe him, Daddy. But no, man. So the gimmick itself. So you say you train you were that the young kid in the room where you know what I wanna stand in front of the mirror and try my best to do what I gotta do.
Yes, sir.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
And then how long until you got it right? What was the day you said, you know what? There it is. I got it.
For the intro itself, it took me about, before I debuted, I want to say about a week just coming up with it and just going on. Because what happens with my promos and stuff, I don't write anything down. I try to do it off the top of my brain. Because I feel like, if you're ever being put in live situations, you have to go in a crowd, you don't have time to look at your notes or write stuff on your hand and be like,
right,
oh, well, here's a point. Like, no, hey, you got to go out there off the top of your head. You got to talk your stuff,
Right.
So that's what I try to do. I don't write anything down. I'll make like maybe little bullet points, like get this across, get this across, get this across, but not like full word, every single word,
Exactly.
So like I'll say like introduce yourself, Matatan, make it established you're from the DR, make it established that you're here to make an impact. Say it the way you want.
Right,
and
exactly.
that's how I follow that format. Boom, boom, boom.
That's awesome.
And thankfully it's been working out.
It works, man. I mean, I see no flaw in it right now.
Appreciate it. I had a little slip up this past weekend in Alton, man. They put me out there and I tried saying Bruce and Brewery, and then my context afterwards, and I came out as Bruce from Texas. So I was like, shit. There it is. I was like, because I'm like, man, I haven't had a slip up with my promos.
That's where you
right there, and I was like, damn it.
That's when you're bringing back. What's the name of that place? Yeah, that place right there. You got to get into it, man. Jump on it. Yeah.
I'm like, damn it, there it was.
And Danny's asking your next match, man. You got anything coming up this week?
Yes, sir. This Sunday, I'm taking on one of the very best in Texas, Mr. Alex Arsenal. Like this guy, he's jacked, he's quick, he's agile, one of the best, and it's probably gonna be my biggest match today. definitely my biggest challenge, man. And it's gonna be real fun because I've been wanting to work with this guy for a while. So he's hard hitting, I'm hard hitting. I just can't wait to get into it. It's gonna be one to watch, I promise. And
Damn.
I just got my first win last month, July 11th, at Rise of the Phoenix. So I'm hoping to continue that. I don't want to go down. So hopefully we can continue that.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to go to this past week, but this match this past week, man, I feel bad that I wasn't able to make it. I'm not gonna say that I am for this week. I'm gonna try my best, but I know just to see you in action. Any of you watching or listening, I mean, look them up. It's gonna be in McAllen at the Brewsome Brewery in McAllen, Texas, on North 10th. Go out there. I believe show starts at 5:00, if I'm not mistaken, or the bell rings at 6.
I think it starts at 5.
At 5? Starts at 5:00, man. Go out there, check out Mateo and Matatan out there, man. Check out Danny Chance, all the boys, man. I believe they're still fighting 956 against.
No, that was
last week. Okay, and this is going to be just with
Hold the Night. It's called Hold the Night.
Hold the Night. Okay.
Yes,
any special guests, or these are all going to be just regular?
Man, every single person on there's a special guest.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, Chris, Blackheart, DJ X, Rob Love, Joe Haas, all these guys, man. If you've never been to one of our shows, definitely you're going to be hooked after seeing any one of these guys.
Yeah.
These guys are all top talented men.
Yeah, and it starts at 5 p.m. right on Sunday.
Yes, sir, this Sunday.
On Sunday, people are asking me, what time? I go, at 5 p.m. And you got to check those out, man. Go out there. And I know the seating, I saw the videos on the matches. The seatings are great, guys. As far as like they have their space, they're 6 feet apart. Everybody wears a mask, vaccine. I mean, everything down to a T.
Yes,
so, I mean, you're there to have a good time and also to be safe. So that's what's so awesome, man. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the shows are phenomenal to watch, man. Oh, Daddy just hit me and say it right, you moron. He's saying doors open at 5:00, show starts at 6, ends at 9 p.m.
Oh, we're doing it different. Okay, my bad, coach. My bad.
I guess, do you wait? What do you want? Do you wait want a mask or go? Do we need a mask? Well, I'm not sure. Was there?
I mean, I would be safe.
I
still go with the mask everywhere. So
yeah. I hear you. Yeah, just to be in the safe side, man. Go out there, wear your mask, just to be security purposes. It's okay to be safe and be aware of your surroundings. I mean, especially not necessarily as far as the COVID, but as far as chairs and tables being tossed at you, left to right, kendo sticks, and I don't know what else gets thrown out there. But yeah, speaking of, have you yet gone through anything like that yet? I mean, as far as
this is bringing me my 4th match, man. So heck no. No.
No chairs, please.
I don't know if El Matatan will ever get extreme, but if he does, he can go. He can go for it.
Yeah.
But later on though, not right now.
I got a feeling that gold chain the Matatan wears. I'm not sure if he wears it to the ring.
I do. But I take it off.
I'm pretty sure he wrapped it around his fist and uses it as a weapon. At one point, I might have hit a nerve.
You just gave me an idea.
But yeah, man. But y'all guys, if you get a chance to go check this guy out in action, man, go out there and check it out, man. So how's he at? I mean, as far as you getting here, everything was okay. I mean, yes, I know you should have seen him, man, when he walked in. He told me I got the text. He said, "Hey, man, I'm already here," and I walked out. Not because I was still adjusting the room to get everything ready. And when I walked out, I opened the front door. This guy has a presence, man. I walked out, whoa! I just saw like, whoa! Here's my money, take me, don't hurt me. So it's amazing. He picked me up because it's not worth it. But no. And speaking, I did send out. I'm not sure if you all saw the trailer I did for Matatan there, man. Everybody loved it. It was great, and it was something. I mean, the gimmick he has. It's awesome, man. If you have a chance, give them your social medias, man, so they can look for you, buddy.
Facebook is Mateo Ozuna. Instagram is at the Mateo Ozuna. No space, no underscore. Just the Mateo Ozuna. I don't have Twitter. I should probably get Twitter.
People
only get Twitter, but yeah. I'll probably make one.
Yeah. So I mean, check it out, guys, because it's the role play on it, the gimmick. It's awesome, man. It's fun to watch. Makes you want to go to those shows just to see this guy wrestle, even see what the hell he's gonna do. Not only he has a great gimmick, all the other guys that are in the new breed have great gimmicks, man. You got to go out there and check them out, man. They're fun to watch. And not only that, guys, but I got a present from El Matatan here.
Yes,
I did send him a little picture that I put together. It was more or less an okay picture. I think it was he said it was great. So I take his his positivity comments for it. But how soon will these shirts be available?
As soon as they want, man. I mean, just hit me up for orders, anything, and we can get them done.
So just to let you know, this little boy got his already. Look at that, man.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, man. No me cállate la boca, friend. It's awesome.
Clean.
Thank you, man. Clean,
Yes, sir.
beautiful.
Absolutely.
Love it, man. I love it. And more than likely, either my wife's gonna take it away from me because it's a long sleeve, or my son will say, "Can I borrow that bag?" No, they go, "No, it doesn't fit you, man." So you go, and I got John. John says he wants to hit out there. He's gonna try to make it out there this weekend. John, I hope you do, man. Get out there. Take a speed trap with you, man. Take them out there to go check out the show, man. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it, man. And Dan's badass shirt. You damn right, Chance is a badass shirt. It's a Matatan on it, bro. I don't see no Chance back here. It says Matatan on it, bro. Come on. All right, maybe it might say Chance in the back. All right? Yeah, I'm gonna get it when he comes. I'm going through a table next time he comes in, man. But yeah, as far as anything else, man. I mean, as far as matchup, how many matches you've had? Only had a total.
I've had, let me see, the Rumble. Yeah, I've only had 3. Yeah, I've been the Rumble. I've had a Fatal 4-Way. I've had a singles match, and then this will be my other singles match. So far, only 4. My favorite one, if I had to pick, was probably the Fatal 4-Way. Most fun to do, but also Rumble because of the special meaning behind it and everything.
Right.
I mean, these have been badass, dude, and hopefully, God willing, no injuries, and I can continue doing this for a good while.
And then this past Sunday, I know we had the 956 versus Texas. These guys that came out from different parts of the state of Texas that came in and wrestle. Was there any word of advice from these guys that you took to heart to say, hey, man, or when they saw you go out there, or when they saw you in person finally, of so many promos you've done?
No, nobody acknowledged the promos, but I mean, like I said, everybody's there because they already got one thing in mind. That's just, hey, go out there and do business, get everything over. So nobody acknowledged the promos, but I mean, that's fine. Like I said, I'm still a rookie, so I don't expect nobody to come up and talk to me like that. But one guy that I did talk to was his name is Zach Mason. He's part of the team Fly Def. They've been featured on AEW about 3 times. I think they were on Monday night or last night. I'm not sure, but they're on this week. Okay. And it was just like, man, just present yourself. Go out there and present yourself. Once your coaches give you the green light, email anybody your pictures, your vids, your promos, anything, man. Get out there, introduce yourself. You got to talk to people. You can't just stay quiet because I mean, if you don't introduce yourself to your people, you're never gonna get anywhere. Like you might be in so and so over here is out there putting himself out, and you're staying quiet, so nobody's gonna hear about you, even though you might be better than them.
Make some noise. In other words.
Exactly. So I mean, I took that to heart too, because like once I get the green light that I'm ready, hey, I can start presenting myself. Talking to other people and important people.
That's cool, man. So, I got a question. Well, not a question, but a shout out. Well, first I'll tell John. John wants to know if any chance when you all go to Brownsville, do you have anything coming up in Brownsville? Or y'all should go to Brownsville.
I have no idea. I would have to talk with people who run Wrestling Revolution, and they would know, and they will put it out there. But I myself don't know.
The EC version, I hope I'm saying this correctly. Tell him that one of his buddies said that he's proud of him and all the people. So that's all I got
appreciate
here.
It, though. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Much love. Thank you,
man. Much love, man. And it's awesome, bro, that the Valley is slowly coming out of the bushes, all this whole pandemic stuff, and going out to have go out there and see these matches right here, and that's awesome.
Yes,
I mean, the crowds will eventually grow more. I mean, I've seen the crowds over at Gruesome. It gets crazy.
Yeah, it gets crazy. It can get packed.
And I know Danny says that you guys have to be very careful because y'all end up breaking things.
I have not yet. I'm good. I have not yet, but yeah.
Okay. And it says here, the same person, version. He says that didn't believe in him back then and going to see how great he's going to turn out and maybe to joining him in the league. So that's just what it's saying here. I'm just reading what I have here, man.
Appreciate it, man. But if you want to join, you got to join Newbury, baby. That's the only way to go.
Yes.
Newbury's best wrestling school out there.
You got to go out there.
The only professional wrestling school in the Valley and the best in the Valley. So
I haven't heard. I mean, I'm not going to say I haven't because, I mean, nobody's come up and present. But the one that's been making a lot of noise has been Newbury. I mean, that I've seen online and everywhere, dude. And that's what's so awesome about Danny and the boys, man. They do a great job.
They don't have to take my word for it, but I mean, you just gotta look at the people they've produced. They've produced DJX, Blackheart, Our cameraman, Daniel Levon, can probably do a lot more crazier stuff than I can do. And he's just the best kept secret of New Breed. He's the best kept secret. Galvan, Mooncat, myself. When there's 2 other upcoming guys, I'm not going to reveal their names or anything because they were going to do it themselves and they're going to be ones to watch. These guys are 2 luchadors. These guys are freaking it. So, I mean, like, you look at all these guys that New Breed's produce. So like I said, nobody has to take my word that New Breed's the best, but look at what they're producing.
Right.
That alone tells you how good New Breed really is.
Yeah, man. Nothing but great things about this guy. I mean, this kid got it, man. It's there. It's there. The door opportunity is right there. He's just waiting for that green light to let's go. And Danny's a good guy to have in your corner, man, to make sure to guide you the right way where you need to go. So
all my coaches there,
that's
man.
great.
And that's the best part is that like all 3 coaches, they put their input on everything. So I'm getting different points of views and everything. So it's not like just one person or just that one person. It's like I can go to any one of my coaches or even like I said, the other wrestlers that are there that try. I can always go to them for input. Like, hey man, like how did this look here or whatever? Like, hey coach, how did this look here? And they gave me their input, and that's what I feed back onto. And like any criticism I can get from any of them, I always take it, and I don't take it to heart. Like they tell me, well, that completely freaking sucked, dude. And it's just like, oh well, damn. Like I was like, no, it's not like that. It's like they say that because they want the best out of you.
Exactly.
They're not doing it to put you down, and I can promise you that.
Constructive criticism. That's what it's called. Yeah, and that's awesome, man. To have those kind of people in your corner, man, to guide you the right way, and anything else, man. But I mean, I'm glad you came out, man, to the podcast.
Appreciate it, man.
51 minutes. A pure Matatan, bro.
Yes, sure.
There's a behind the curtain. But no, man, I'm glad you came out. Like I said, when I first saw your promo, that's one thing that I jumped at. I go, man, I gotta get this guy on. I gotta get this guy on, man. And not only that, on the best day out of all of them, ladies and gentlemen, 50th episode you're watching today, also, and 1 year anniversary with us here at Matatan. Thank you, man. I appreciate you for showing. And another big announcement on our YouTube channel, we have crossed the 700 subscriber barrier.
Hell yeah.
So we're getting up there. We're slowly climbing. Thank you very much, everybody who watches the show, who listens to the podcast. Over 1,700 downloads. Man, I can't say thank you enough, man. I mean, for guys like this guy right here, the RGV Talent that comes in and walks in through that door and gets heard. And that's what the whole podcast is about, to get young guys like this in here to get a voice out there, to be heard, and hey, this is what I'm doing. Come check me out, man. I know, you can see it on TV, but get out of the house. Come enjoy yourself out here, man. Come and get some sun, and that's what it's all about. And that's why we have this podcast, man. And a lot of interesting guests coming up next month. I'm not going to spill the beans, but I got 2 guests come. Well, they won't be here. They'll be by, I like to say it like this, be our satellite. No, yeah, right. Like I got a satellite. Can't afford my direct TV bill, man. But I got a gentleman up in Chicago that we'll be doing a live interview, I believe, next week. And we also got a big interview coming up in the middle of the month up in Dallas also. So I'm not going to spill the names out until you see the commercials for it. So, and don't be afraid to comment, guys. You see the video playing on YouTube, or you watch, or on Facebook Live, on Twitch now that we're allowed Twitch. Thank you for watching, and other streaming medias. I appreciate you guys for watching, man, giving us the opportunity to be heard and watched on this streaming program. So, I mean, man, God, I just want to go home already, take a shower, and where's the bed, dude? We're in a bed like that. My wife goes, what's wrong? Leave me alone. I'm at the time. Take me away. No. But, yeah, man. Guy, I appreciate it, Mateo, for coming to the podcast, man. This is awesome, especially on this special occasion. Like I said, 1 year, 50th episode.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you cannot go wrong. Have a diamond in the rough come in to our little golden nugget show here. So, I mean, you can't go wrong. But other than that, man, thank you very much for showing up,
man. I appreciate it.
And I can't wait to see you out there in the ring, man, and see what more of a gimmick, what more trouble you can get into. He's like,
we'll see.
Maybe not.
We'll see.
You gotta go out there and follow, man. You gotta go out there and follow, because if you don't, you're gonna miss all the action.
Yes,
and that's what it's all about these wrestling matches with the Wrestling Revolution, the New Breed guys, man.
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen, the podcast, thank you for listening. We will see, you will hear from us next week, and hopefully Chew is up and ready to go next week. If not, it'll be little me doing again an interview but it is what it is. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week, brothers. Latest, Gators.
Check. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chew and You podcast.
Hey yo, I'm coming for them duffel bags and gold teeth. This game been saturated, written for my nosebleeds. I like that propane and spit that dragon breath. I got that product for the low, all hell my connect. I've seen the nicest people plotting with the worst intent. I've seen my enemy.